What up, though? Young Rye. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastards.
Rolling out, pulling up for a quality in my cup. Review with me, fat up. Drop a body in my butts. Niggas know.
All right, so we got Young Raw off the porch with us today.
What up, though?
How you feeling today, bro?
Man, I'm good. Enjoying Atlanta, you feel me?
Okay. What do you got shaking here in Atlanta?
Sure. We out here, we shooting a movie called Making It, actually about the journey to success, featuring Saints Center Star, Wire, Trey Chaney, myself, you know.
Yeah. Is this the first movie you've been in, or?
No, we got another film called The Ops. You know, it'll be out second quarter of 21. So.
How'd you get into making movies?
Man, it's simple. Shit, couldn't get booked for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So couldn't get booked, so we made our own way. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's really what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a no.
Were there any movies you watched growing up that kind of inspired you to want to get into it as well?
The Wire.
Okay.
It's flat out The Wire. Like, that shit changed my life when I was young.
Yeah.
You know, especially when there's certain characters in that bitch that you could relate to. And it was relatable. So, you know, like even doing scene today with bro Trey Chaney, hooking up with him a while ago, him mentoring me a little bit. Now I'm doing a film with him. That shit like a dream come true, you know?
Yeah, real shit. You get up here to Atlanta pretty often? Yeah,
well, really, I'm not gonna lie. This probably like my fourth time, for real. But we always in and out doing business. Like, you know, I got a little single on the radio. So we'll go to 107 down there, you know, go in for a little DJ meeting. Mm-hmm. Bounce, you know what I'm saying? So it's never no real, I get to enjoy Atlanta for real.
Yeah, always business.
Yeah, flat out.
Yeah. All right, so what's life like in Detroit right now?
Man, Detroit is a shit. It's just so hot right now, you know, so everybody just kind of being mellow, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to enjoy life. And but it's work. It's always work, man. It's work.
What part of the city are you from?
I'm originally from Ypsilanti. And that's like 30 minutes outside. But, you know, I grew up out there, moved to Detroit, you know, been hustling out there for the last, for 15 years damn near.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my big bro stayed out there, so I was staying with him on 6 Mile in Plainview.
Okay.
And, you know, that's where I started coming up at, doing my thing.
Yeah. At what age would you say you jumped off the porch?
Shit. Man, I was always off the porch. You know what I'm saying? My mama had 5 kids. I was the oldest boy, so we was just always in go get 'em mode. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I came out the womb off the porch.
I dig that. What would you say is one of the biggest life lessons you learned while growing up?
Man, really do what make you happy, and really watch the energy around you. You know what I'm saying? And take care of the ones that's taking care of you.
Yeah. And what's one of the biggest obstacles you had to overcome to make it to where you're at today?
Really saying fuck a no. You know what I'm saying? Don't accept somebody telling you no or you can't do it or their opinion. Like, don't let their opinion weigh on what you doing and got going on. You still got to do what you want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because how many niggas done told Jay-Z's and the motherfucking Nas's that you won't be successful? Oh, it ain't no genre for your music or your lane. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I say fuck a no, that's what I mean. Like, you couldn't tell me that I'm not the shit. I know I'm the shit. So I gotta go and act like I'm the shit and do what needs to be done to get to that level. No matter how many doors slam in my face, then I'm gonna kick the motherfuckers open or climb through a window and keep it moving. And that's really, you know, my whole campaign, man. Fucking no.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. So how long you been making music now?
Man, I've been doing it for a minute, bro. You know, I was more on behind the scenes on the business end of the music. So I had a team 734, you know what I'm saying? We was out there terrorizing shit. So, you know, just really just young and wild, you know, trying to figure this life shit out. And it came to a point where, you know, we had to figure out the business side of it. Cause it's like the talent and the music only get you in the door. But to stay here and really be successful, you have to figure out what it is you selling. Mm-hmm. Like, we not selling music. Like, social media should tell you that. You know what I'm saying? You selling popularity and fame. So if that's what they want, we found a way to bottle that shit up, make it rock, and sell it on the streets to everybody that want to taste success.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's really, you know, so I've been doing music so long that I had to learn that. And that's how I got on my grind on everything else to be more of a mogul. Because in the city, I was doing a lot of help and motherfuckers with radio, and you know, a lot of niggas was blackballed, you know, and I came in and, you know, just helped out like I do. You feel me? Yeah. And it came a point where I was pushing this Team 734 thing so far, motherfuckers was falling off. You know, niggas fighting cases, niggas just falling off, hating, just doing dumb shit, bro. And beefing, all of that. So I had to protect my investment and money I had tied into it. And that's when I say I jumped off on a rap side to keep shit going. Because all the, you know, hard hitters I was fucking with, from the band gangs to the Cash Kids to the Sada, you know, niggas like, shit, we'll look out for you. If you know what I'm saying? So it was like, hey, I need to cash on these motherfucking favors. Yeah. You feel me? So.
Yeah. Who'd you grow up listening to?
Man, really, I was a Big L head. I love Big L, bro. And Big L, Cheddar Boys, you know what I'm saying? When I was young, I was running around, you know, we was probably like, I don't know how old I was, but we was just running, I'm a Cheddar Boy, baby. That's for sure, you know what I'm saying? That was the people we grew up listening to, like everybody in the city that was really making music at the time. Rock Bottom, I listened to them a little bit, but really, straight Lord Cheddar Boys.
Yeah. What's the music scene like back at home right now?
Shit, right now, man, Detroit, like, finally, I feel like Detroit getting the appropriate light shined on them right now, but it's fucked up because we been rocking like that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that know, if you know, you know. Detroit been on that shit. We just now getting that, you know, the spotlight put on the city. Yeah. But right now, I do feel it's a lot of, you know, personal shit going on in the city that do stop a lot of the business from flowing the correct way. But at the end of the day, everybody, you know, every house got their problems. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But right now, it's a great thing.
Yeah. Why do you think people weren't tuning in at first? Like, why were people sleeping on Detroit until recently? I mean,
I think niggas are scared of Detroit, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move different in Detroit. You feel me? And it's like, we was just so blunt with it, because back then you was hiding messages and songs and shit, and you weren't really just so blunt about what you was doing. But you'll turn on a Detroit nigga CD, you know what I'm saying, here on the ass smoking, blow a nigga if he fuck with me wrong. Like, niggas don't want to hear that. You like, oh, hold on, like, I'm straight, I ain't fucking with y'all. Then everybody, like, you can go back from them early ages when everybody was selling dope and before the scamming got popular. You know, like, Detroit was that city. Like, you know what I'm saying? I call Detroit Cutthroat City. You feel me? And that's really what it is. That's why I say you got to know how to move when you in Detroit.
Yep. So how'd your deal come about with Sony and Jay Moore?
Well, Jay Moore, you know, shout out to Joy. Really, she the brains behind it all. You feel me? And she know how to move. So she, you know, she did that. You feel me? And put us in that door where it was like, we got to turn it into a business. Like me, I got more of the street side, more of the, you know, no, we got to be forceful. This is how we going to get it. And she like, good. So how we going to get it on paper though? Mm-hmm. So, you know, she made sure we got our LLC right with the Jay Moore. We've been putting out music. Shit was hitting. Niggas fucking with it, you know, different blogs. So after that, my dog Blast came through from WJLB. And he like, shit, I want to line up something with y'all with Sony Orchard and get that popping. So we all went out to New York together. You know what I'm saying? The rest was history. They fucked with when they heard. I don't know, because when we first went in that bitch, I'm like, man, this shit kind of weird. You know, there's a whole bunch of people that ain't look like me at the table telling me what hot music was. So then it's like, I didn't know what to really expect, and they didn't know what to expect. So then they heard this one song I had, Hell of a produced it, and they was rocking their head like, damn, that's dope. Then they heard another song with me and Lonnie. They're like, oh shit, that shit hot. You know, they looked at the streams on it, shit, 800K. Oh, okay, you ain't signing nobody. You know, after that, they calling different. They leaving the room, calling somebody else in. You know, it go from a meeting with a one-on-one to now you got 20 motherfuckers in the room bouncing their heads like, oh shit, this young rock. You know, and after that, it was like, yo, fuck it. We want to do A, B, C, and D. And, you know, Joy played the Hollywood role. She was just kind of more on some, yeah, that sounds good. We'll get back with y'all. You know, I'm looking at her like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, you know, you still want to be smart, read the paperwork. Mm-hmm. And so it took about a month or two to get everything right. They legal teams, ours.
Yeah.
And they end up picking up the whole label because we had so much talent. You know what I'm saying? From like Baby J to the retro kids who went viral on Vlad and all the shit. You know, so it was like, man, we want a package deal. And they fuck with the terms and the conditions. And, you know, now here we is.
Yeah. What's one of the main differences between doing it yourself independently and having a label behind you?
Ain't got to answer to nobody. And it feel good. Like we ain't no, like Joy and my partner Tech, or, you know, even our manager Double, they might be like, we ain't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? But that's still an opinion. So me, I'm like, fuck, we put this shit out. We gonna see what they do. You know, but with a label, you know, you got to be by their rules, their time, their regulation. We still run it professional where, you know, everything is in order, but we have more say so over our sound. Like, can't nobody tell us you're going to sound like this. You're going to work with this person. You know, like, I'm big on vibes and we vibe a lot. You know, what we feel is good. That's what's good. So.
All right. Talk to us about your single, Uh-Oh.
Man, Uh-Oh. That's the shit. You know, Detroit got that classic house music sound. You know what I'm saying? We be neck and neck with Chicago on that shit. You know, they got the juking, we got the jitting. So it was like, that shit always gonna be, that's something that's gonna fuck the party up every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to a Detroit club, they'll play all the new shit, some old school, but you get to throwing on that house music, and it was on that bitch like, you know? And I was like, I ain't never heard nobody do Uh-Oh. So I popped the record off. It actually was a few years ago when I first came out with it. And Sada was on the rise. You know, I plugged in with bro. You know, we did a little radio interview together at WGLP, a show, and we just got the, you know, plugging. You know what I'm saying? And it was just time to really push that bitch. Somebody's like, yo, we need to redo that beat. And that shit was in the pocket. Niggas hearing it, like, yo, that's the one. And I ran away from that song forever because I didn't, like, it was cool, but that's not, like, I'm a fun guy, but I be rapping that in my feeling type shit, you feel me? About my life, you know, my struggle. But you can't, when people want something so bad, you can't deny it. You just got to end up giving it to them. So that's what we did with Uh-Oh. And now, that bitch done picked up crazy, slapping on the radio. You know what I'm saying? My man called me last night. They was at Views Bar and Grill. Messed up. Yeah. They was at Views Bar and Grill in Detroit. And he got me on FaceTime like, dog, these niggas going crazy. You know, I look around, everybody, that bitch, you know, niggas doing this and doing that. Girls in that bitch twerking and shit. And I'm like, yeah, we got one. So.
It's been going viral on TikTok too.
Yeah. Hey, I wasn't hit. You know what I'm saying? My people put me up on, they like, you should get your shit on TikTok. So one day I'm looking at TikTok and I type in the name. I'm like, damn, one day it was only like 20 videos. Next day it was like 40. 60, 80, then it's 130, 100. I'm like, damn, motherfuckers really fucking with this song, and it's the kids. So, you know, we had to start pursuing it and get to doing our promotion shit.
Yeah. All right, talk to us about your most recent project, the Brodie Broadus Story.
Man, that was my heart. Like I say, The Wire influenced me growing up because I could relate to Brodie, the character, him and Poot. They was best friends, reminded me of me and my mans. And really, I was probably more of the Poot than the Brodie. My man's was the Brodie, you feel me? But I did that project, put my heart and soul into it. You know, we were supposed to go to New York. I got a endorsement deal by Code of Individuality. So we were supposed to go there, do the party. Then Corona hit. So it slowed everything down. And that's another part, you know, we was hitting the label up like, damn, well, what can we do? You know, can y'all help us with this? Because y'all said y'all would do this. And now, you know, all of a sudden everybody slow answering emails and all that bullshit. So, you know, me and Joy sat down. I'm like, you know, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, for those who know, Joy is my wife as well. So, you know, I'm like, well, what can I do to get this shit right? And she like, shit, go back to doing what we doing. Fuck a no. We got to hustle.
Yeah. So
I started figuring out what can I do to make this project still efficient enough to get it out here. So I said, you know what? Trey was always online. And I'm like, you know, he was one of the main characters from season 1 through 5. So I'm like, hey, I got this project. I want you to fuck with it. And bro hit me right back, like, send it to me. And then next day, you know, he's like, yo, I'm going to give you a drop. He did the drop for it. He fucked with it heavy. And like I say, we here.
Yeah, that's big. I Strive. This one over 100,000.
Yeah, that's if I could put my whole life, like, I hate to say it, like, you know, like they said, if you was to die, your whole life flashed before your eyes. I did my whole life flashing before my eyes, and I strive. Everything I done been through, my experiences, my pain, my joy, my love for my kids, to my wife, you know, all of that. I put that in I strive.
And Mad at You, that's the most recent video you dropped?
Yeah, that's my shit. You know what I'm saying? Mad at You, that's more so on a personal level, you know, talking about the shit with me and my, you know, me and Pops and just shit I go through in life, you know, not feeling niggas really in my corner. You know, you start buzzing a little bit more. Now niggas start answering the phone a little more, you know, and it just, like I say, that's still one of them fun songs. And I got criticized because on the net, I had did a post on Facebook and I was like, my shit comparable to Tupac's. And, you know, I already knew what it was going to be, you know, but you got to have a strong skin in this game. You feel me? So, and them dumbasses took it viral just from me saying that and them arguing back and forth and motherfuckers checking it out. So at the end, in the beginning, it was fucked up how they was saying the shit. Oh, you compared yourself to Pop? Oh, nigga, fuck you. You just ruined your career. But them sharing the video, still, I got over like 30,000 shares on a video on Facebook. Then the rest of the 100,000 started tapping in, talking about how hot it was. Yeah. So thank you to you dumb motherfuckers. So.
It's very therapeutic when you kind of let those emotions out in your music.
Yeah, I mean, that's you know, I remember when I was young, man, my mom used to always, like, she's so big on this, like, she should be a fucking poster child for therapists and therapy, because she always like, you know, you could, right now, you could be talking to her, like, yeah, I'm going through this. I think you should go to therapy. Let me give you my counselor's up, you know? So she used to always try to make us do that shit. We'd be like, man, hell no, you know? So I said, fuck that, I'm about to start rapping about this shit. So I started writing poetry and writing rhymes, and, you know, it started turning into, I just loved it. Like, man, I used to be so wet when we was younger. I cut out a cardboard box and make it like I was in the TV performing it, you know, on TV and shit. So like my mom and grandma be like, man, you got an active imagination. And that's really, like I say, that's what took me to where I'm at. I couldn't get a deal because niggas were like, oh, it's cool, but this. So I said, I'm gonna get my own deal and be the boss. So I did that. You know, we couldn't get no roles. I started throwing plays. Then I went from plays to TV shows on WADL, which is one of our hottest networks. Then I went from that to doing releases at Imagine Theaters. Now I got a whole fucking movie and a distribution deal with Maverick, and we about to hit Hulu.
Okay, that's big right there.
Yeah.
How'd you link up with Royce?
Man, Royce a real dude. That's what people understand. Like, Royce is a real street nigga at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But he's very business. And I kind of seen that in him. Like, I linked up my, basically my Uncle Ghost, he put the shit together, bottom line. That was his song, everything. But where I come from, they real like on some, if they feel we not gonna hold nobody back, like, just cause you got it don't mean it's meant for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my uncle's song and shit. But when I started doing my thing, he like, nah, nephew, this fit you way better. This shit yours. So he gave it to me, you know, and at first I'm like, damn, Royce, like, he's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So I did the verse, ended up killing that shit. You know, Royce kept his word when he ended up going, you know, to the top of the charts with his last album. I hit him up. He was at the radio station. So my man up there DJing with him. I called my man like, hey, Don Q, Royce up there? Yeah, he right here. I said, put him on the phone. You know, you heard the pause like, you know what I'm saying? But he's like, hey, Royce, you know, Ra? Oh, from MC, you know. I'm like, he like, hey, I got you on the drop. Whoop-de-whoop, shoot the video whenever, you know. And he, like I said, he always been solid. He kept his word just off the little encounter we had. So, you know, in my life, I ride for Royce forever. You feel me?
Yeah. So you're working on a new project now?
Yeah, right now, like I said, we shooting a film. It was a mini documentary series about the journey, and it's called Making It, ironically. And the first 30 minutes of the film, you know, without giving out too much away, is the documentary. Then 35 minutes, all hell break loose. We lose funding from the label, so we do what we know how to do to get that 200K up to finish the movie. So that's what we're working on now, and we're gonna put an album with it, of course. I was able to do a song for it too with Lexi Moraine, who also on my and we just did a song with Eastside Malik from Cheddar Boys. Okay. So that was some, you know, dream shit. Like, damn, niggas I grew up listening to, now I'm fucking with them on TV, fucking with them in the music. You know, this shit is where it's up. Like they say, it's up and it's stuck. That's where we supposed to be at. So
there you go. All right, what else is coming up for you, Raw?
Man, really, that's, you know, right now we got a lot going on. Just producing. I got a group out of Detroit called BMG, Young Dogs Code. We're doing a lot of production. My little bro, Baby J, he dropping his solo this Halloween. His EP. Retro Kids coming out with their back to school. You know, hopefully we can get Lexi Moraine and that bitch to finish up an EP. She's so Hollywood, you know, but right now she hot, you feel me? And that's how we gonna keep it. So just work. It don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like even just doing this shit with the Hulu or this shit with that, like shit don't mean nothing because you still gotta sell 1 million and more. You feel me? But now we moving on to bigger projects. Like we got some shit on the floor for out here with a bigger film budget.
Yeah. So
hopefully that shit come through. You know, shout out to my manager, Double. You know, he out there in Detroit right now pressing you DJs and shit, making sure they stay on the record. Like I say, man, the whole squad, man. Y'all know what it is. Rah-rah.
Any last words before we wrap it up?
Hey, fuck a no. They tell you no, you kick that bitch down or you climb through the window like bro, man, from the 5th floor. You feel me?
Rolling